Welcome to the 2022 primary election candidate videos, made possible by a partnership between Collin County Votes, which is an initiative of the Collin County Business Alliance, and the Allen, Frisco, McKinney, and Plano Chambers of Commerce. I'm Leanne Libby, General Manager at Community Impact Newspaper in Plano, and I'm excited to introduce our viewers to LaDale Buggs, running for House District 70. Welcome, Mr. Buggs.
Hey guys, how you guys doing, man? Y'all look good. I like this little setup. This is good. This is wonderful.
Good, it's great to see you here.
Yeah,
Well, let's go ahead and jump right into the questions if you're ready.
go ahead, shoot them out.
All right. Well, so the first one is tell us in your own words, what is the role of a state legislator?
To represent the people and the people's interests alone. Um, I think that when it comes to governing, a lot of politicians, and by God's grace, I'm not that. I'm a businessman. I think that a lot of politicians get in office, then it becomes about them, but it's for the people and by the people. And so, if I'm fortunate and blessed to be able to go down to Austin, I'm there for the constituents of District 70, and that's it.
Great. Well, so tell us, if elected, what would be your top 2 to 3 legislative priorities?
A good question. The first one for me is education. I'm a big proponent of school choice. I believe the money should follow the child. And also, I believe that money should flow through charter schools, private schools, as well as homeschooling as well. Also, and I believe that Texas should approve more charter schools as well as, again, allowed to go to private schools and home schools to guard from that lottery situation that New Orleans actually faced. And then for me, another one would be border security. That's near and dear to me because my wife's family still lives on the border. They live in Del Rio, Texas. And so we were down there for Christmas, and it's a mess down on that border. And so for me, I believe that solution should be Texas should form their own homeland security and border patrol agency, law enforcement with the power to deport. That would kind of really begin to curtail this influx of illegal immigrants coming over. Whenever the federal government or the federal partner is not acting in concert with Texas's rights, we have to then respond and begin to protect our sovereignty. And I think that should be those are my top two ones right now.
Okay, thank you. So,
Yes, ma'am.
Collin County is one of the fastest growing in the country. What are your thoughts on the growth to date, and what would your priorities be going forward?
But the growth for Collin County is because of the fact that the environment is ripe in Collin County for capital to be invested, which then creates opportunities and jobs and things of that nature. People begin buying homes, new cars, money is flowing. So that's what makes our Collin County very attractive is the environment. The local municipalities have provided a good environment for debt or capital to be invested. I believe that is great, but also we're going to begin to have to keep that environment ripe, specifically when the federal partner is really looking at increasing taxes. So it's going to really be upon Texas as well as the local municipalities to keep that environment right now. That's going to attract more foot traffic, which is good for the county. We have to begin to really solve this high density issue, and I have a solution for that as well when it comes to that. Very easy to solve. That'll then, of course, lower the property taxes, which would be great. So solving the high density also solves the property tax issue. And if I have some time, I'll go through all that as well. Also,
Okay, great. So, what do you see as the top needs for the business community, and what would you do to help meet those needs to ensure continued economic growth?
I would say the top needs for the business community is to again make sure money is flowing or it's right for small businesses to thrive. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, small businesses got hit really hard. A lot of businesses were shut down. So I believe that us as representatives down in Austin should work in concert with the local municipalities to make sure that environment is right. That may mean passing legislation that allows for capital to flow, so that money can begin to flow throughout the communities. And so that's how I kind of answer that question. As far as what I would do is, as a businessman, my money is always attracted to attractive environments, and that's only if it's low regulations and lower taxes as well.
Great. Well, so what do you see as the largest transportation issue facing the county in Collin County, and how would you address it?
Oh, that's a good question. The largest transportation issue is make sure we have some functional roads. The one thing about Collin County, because we have a lot of foot traffic, there's always some type of road construction going on, which is always good for us. I would say I think we're going down the right pathway as far as when it comes to road construction, when it comes to transportation. So I would keep going down that way. I would look at really uh, the toll tax to me is a little bit too excessive. It's kind of a silent tax. So I would look at really kind of curtailing that tax situation there to say, okay, guys, the tolls have been here since Moses parted the Red Sea. So when can we begin to curtail that? Because last time I checked, roads are built. So why are we still paying these taxes on toll tax? So I would address it. I would address the toll tax situation.
Okay. While the business community and many of the organizations representing it have prioritized promoting equity and diversity through hiring practices, programs, and their community investments. Because Collin County is such a diverse area in every sense of the word, can you
Mhm.
talk about what equity and diversity mean to you?
Good question. As an African American man, I believe that sweat equity is one of the most vital, one of the most valuable things that a person can actually learn. My mom and dad taught me a lot about hard work. That's been in concert with the right education as well. So for me, what we as representatives have to do is provide an even playing field for everyone to begin to have access to the knowledge, so that the sweat equity can then follow. And so I believe that as a man thinks in his mind, so is he. And the only way you can begin to transform your whole environment is to transform your thinking. So as representatives have to begin to say, okay, how can we provide the right environment for education to be the right platform for people to gain access to these vast amount of opportunities in Collin County.
Great. So, last question. If you were
He's
talking to
quick.
someone from the quick, yeah, you're good on time. Um, so, let's say you're talking to someone from outside of Collin County who is maybe thinking of moving here or moving their business here. What would be your elevator pitch to them?
Good question. I like this question. I would say if you're looking for opportunities, come to Collin County. If you're looking to make more money, come to Collin County. If you want a safe and secure neighborhood where you can bring your family to and not really worry about the lack of law enforcement, come to Collin County. If you want to be involved with a inviting, inclusive environment when it comes to your neighborhood, come to Collin County. Everything you need, want, desire is right in Collin County. Come cash this check.
Great. Well, Mr. Buggs, thank you so much for joining us today and
Oh,
allowing our voters the opportunity to hear directly from you on these important issues.
oh. Thank you for your time. This was fun. Let's do this again sometime. So let's do that.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time.